Hi, this is Kimberly with the Edgewood ISD Technology Department, and today I just want to share with you a little bit about Quizizz. Quizizz will be shared with you through the science specialist, and so just want to make sure that you are completely comfortable accessing those and duplicating them and using them with your students. So more than likely, if you've never used Quizizz before, it's just a game-based, fun way of students taking quizzes that allow you to instantly get feedback as to what items they are still needing help with. And so you will more than likely be receiving an email from your science specialist. And when you click on the link, it's going to bring you to a profile page similar to this. And so there will be some quizzes that are already being shared with you. And so all you have to do to make them your own is basically click this add button. But before you can do that, you will need to create an account. And so if you don't have an account, just click here to sign up. And so it's just going to ask you for your email, a username, and a password. And then, of course, once you're in the program, you can just log in. So I'm going to go ahead and log in so that I can easily access those. Looks like the internet's a little slow right now. There we go. So I'm here in Miss Trevino's profile, and you'll see that she has multiple quizzes. And as I hover over the quizzes, you do see a preview here on the right-hand side. So let's say that I would like to copy this one that is the 8.5, which is chemical reactions and equations. All I have to do is click right here where it says add, and it's wanting me to add it to my collection. Well, what I can do is to stay organized, I can create a new collection, and you can be as vague or as detailed as you want to be. If you like to keep track of all of your teaks, so let's say, as it said, this is 8.5, I can make a collection of all of my 8.5 quizzes. Or if you like to stay by topic, you can say this is chemical reactions, and then all of the quizzes that have to do with chemical reactions will belong there to that collection. So imagine a collection as a folder where you are going to add your quizzes, okay? So I'm going to call this chemical reactions and just click on create collection. And it does tell me that the quiz was added, okay? So now let's say that I want to add this one as well. All I have to do is click add. And I can either create a new collection for that one, or I can add it to an existing collection. Now I know that this has nothing to do with chemical reactions, but I'm just going to add it to that folder so you can see how easily it is to just add it to that collection. And so again, you're just going to keep adding all of the quizzes to your collection that belongs to you. And you don't have to have multiple collections. You can just have one if you'd like and put them all in there. And so once you're done with that, you have access to the multiple tabs. And so now if you were to go to public, public is basically where all of the quizzes are. Everybody in the world, teachers, professors, parents, students are creating quizzes. And so this is where all of the quizzes are at. So just know that aside from using the ones that have been created for you at the district level, you could always search for quizzes. So for example, if you're looking for something on reflection and refraction, you can always search by that, change your grade level. And so here's a bunch of quizzes that have been created. If you're going to use one that has been created by others outside of the district, please, please, please make sure that you review them in advance and that you're positive that, this is related to your TEKS specifically, because these are used all over the world, not just here in Texas. And so you can always click here to look at the answers so that you can tell which is the correct answer. And again, review it, make sure you like it. And if you're going to use it, then of course you can just duplicate it or you can add it to your collection. Duplicating, the difference between duplicating and adding, when you duplicate it, it allows you to edit so that, let's say there's a certain question you don't like or you want to remove a question. Once you duplicate it, you can edit it and make your own changes. That would be the only difference between duplicate and add. Okay? And so once they are yours, you can always find them here under your quizzes, my quizzes. And so if you click on my quizzes, you're going to see that all the ones that you added from the science specialist can be found here. And once you're ready to just give it to the students or have them play, you just need to click on it and click on play live. What I love about the program is that if you are projecting this, it is basically ready to go. By default, it's going to jumble the questions and answers for the students, and it will show them the answers and allow them to review on their own. I like these options myself because I believe it allows the students to learn on their own and to learn from their mistakes. But if you wanted to turn something off, by all means, you can always do that. And so if you click proceed, notice that it's telling the students exactly where to go. So they would go to join.quizizz.com and they would enter this game code. And so, for example, let me see if I can do this real quick. I don't think it'll record. Again, you're projecting this, so it's pretty easy for the students to just go to join.quizizz.com from either a computer, a mobile phone, an iPad, any tablet or device. And then they enter their game code. Every game that you start up will have its own game code. And so after that, it'll ask the students to type in their name. Usually, just for FERPA reasons, we ask students to just give us their first name. Or if there's multiple students with the same name, then maybe first name and last initial, but no information that can easily identify the student, such as a student ID or full name. And so just be safe with that. Once the students finish, you will get a report with their grade and all that good stuff. Know that while they're taking the assessment, this screen will change and you're going to end up seeing a leaderboard. When that leaderboard is displaying, it is okay to show that to the students. However, sometimes around this part of the window, you're going to start seeing some student names, and it actually displays red or green, which is showing whether the students are getting the questions wrong or right. I would definitely recommend zooming in so that students aren't seeing that confidential information that is really for your eyes only. And so you may want to turn the projector off during that part, or just zoom in so that you're only seeing the leaderboard at that time. But again, once the game is finished, you can see the reports and how they did. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this game just so that I can go back and show you how the reports look. And so here under your reports, for every game that the students have played, here under the completed tab, you're going to be able to see an overview. The difference between the L and the H is that I gave this one out live, whereas this one was for homework. So yes, you can even issue these for homework so that the students could do them after hours, and even after hours, they can see the leaderboard and who's in first place and try to beat it, etc. When I've done this with fifth graders, they beg me for homework. And so don't be shy about distributing to the students after hours. They love it. They love reviewing after hours. And you can't lose with them doing this type of homework after hours. But notice that here's the title, here's the number of players, and the accuracy that shows how they did. And so if I go to this landforms, you can see that right now I have it question by question. So on question 1, 66% got that right. And so I can break it down by question, or I can also look at it by player. And so hopefully this data, you can either look at it here, or you can download it as an Excel spreadsheet to help you collect data and help you understand if the students are getting the information or not. Hopefully this suffices. If you need help, feel free to contact me. Thank you.